Hey guys, welcome to another stream. How are we doing today? How's everybody doing? I have had a pretty good day so far. I've gotten a lot of work done. Ready to hit the weekend running. Take a break. I think we're taking our kids to the circus this weekend, so that'll be fun. Everybody looking forward to the weekend? Yeah. So guys, I actually came across something that reminded me of when I was a little kid. And I'll actually pull it up for you here. Let's see if I can All right, so when you guys were kids, do you guys remember like anything about Hot Wheels and like Hot Wheel racing and stuff? I remember growing up, there was so I had like a huge container of Hot Wheels. It was like one of those plastic carry cases. And yeah, and I carried that thing around with me everywhere I went. But then there was also these tracks that you could put your cars on. They were like orange and they kind of hooked together with like these little plastic pieces, and you could hook different segments of track together. And I played with that all the time. Like I would race them downstairs and stuff. And then along came this game, and let me pull it up here for you guys. See if I can find it. So along came this game, and this basically sums up my childhood of yeah. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it here. I'm gonna actually pause the music here because all right. Uh-oh. Let's pause here because it's kind of going bonkers. Let's try playing that again. And again, guys, this was what I grew up on. This is basically like that little Hot Wheels game. Here we go. This is almost exactly what it looked like. Just a real life version of it. Uh-oh. And then this one like flips up and over, and then it keeps going. And it tells you yeah, the Hot Wheels race game. That was where it was at. That was where it was at. Yep, getting caught in the mouth. How many of you guys remember this game? Guys, this is fantastic. You know what? Here, the game that I'm talking about here. Let's see, Hot Wheels racing PC game. Hot Wheels stunt track. That was what it was. Let's take a look at this video here. Hey, what's up, Good Kid 4? Welcome to the stream. I am walking through some childhood memories real fast here before I get started on some development. I know Good Kid 4, you remember this. Does anybody else remember this? This is... Oh my goodness, what a throwback. What a throwback. Oh my goodness, it was the bomb. Oh my. I I gotta say, I sunk so many hours into this. You know, I remember used to having to take time with or share the computer with my siblings. Oh, yes, and you can collect new cars based on whether or not you got. Oh, yes, I remember this. Wow. What a throwback. Yeah, a little anxiety. Why is that? A little excitement, a little anxiety. Oh my goodness. Oh, and those little things that made it go faster. Oh, yep, and then you can do all the stunts. You know what? I might. You know what? I wonder if I can find this game somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. This game is just bringing back so many good memories. Let's see. Hot Wheels stunt track driver. Let's see what I got here. Um, it's abandonware, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is abandonware. Oh man. Yeah, some of those parts really were difficult. They were really Oh yeah, and you had to always go to the side. Well, I don't think I'll be able to get to play it today, but I might do another stream with it at some point because that was, oh man, good times. Fantastic. Oh, and then you get, yep, you get to choose your different maps. Oh, good stuff. And then you go to the sandcastle one. Wasn't there one that was like super retro? I don't know if it's this video has all of them, but yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Um, but yeah, no. Anybody else remember those days? Those. What other games did you guys play growing up that you remember brings back some nostalgia? The purple car was your favorite? Yeah. Was that was I'm assuming that was kind of one of the faster cars. Oh, I think you probably liked it probably because the it just looked cool, I would imagine. Keen. Oh, Commander Keen. Yes. Oh my goodness. Commander Keen. Wasn't it Keen Dreams or something? Um, I know there were so many of these. It wasn't this one, was it? No, it wasn't this one. Oh, and oh my goodness, Rapunzel, yes. I actually do remember playing that game. Cosmo, that was a little green dude, wasn't it? A DOS games, I think yeah. Yes. Back in the day, Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure. And I think he'd suction himself to the walls. That's right. Man, retro games. Oh, and then there was I think oh yeah, Where in the World was Carmen Sandiego? Um, wasn't there so I know it's like popular now, but Duke Nukem, the old Duke Nukem. So yeah, I know there's like a newer one, but I think there wasn't there it was on DOS, wasn't it? Yeah, this one right here. Yes. Yes. This one right here. And it did these good times. 1992. A little green lizard. Oh, from Cosmos. Where in the World Carmen San Diego? Didn't wasn't there like a Think Quick one? Think Quick challenge? Oh my goodness, I spent so many hours playing this game with my siblings. Especially, yeah, I loved the. Oh man, I just thought this was a bomb.
Is not your strong suit.
The,
My
do you ever
assistant.
play these games and then you, when you remember them, they're like you thought that they were actually better than the graphics that they are now, and like I actually spent a while trying to get this to work,
All the others.
and I think I'd actually have to do a, Windows 98 emulator to get this to
Prepare
work.
for
So I
slaughter.
don't think I found any way to get this to work.
Multi.
I really wanted my
It's
kids
the
to
logical
experience this.
choice.
Oh man, good times, good times, good times. So, anyways, guys, today we're gonna go ahead and dive right in here. Oh yes, they were so much better back in the day, back before you had all the newer technology that was kind of, pushing its way through. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna take a look here at our what we're working on. Stream objectives. We're still working our way through front end page for trivia. We have a way to display the actual trivia during timer, but I think our problem was that we were running through some bugs. Oh yeah, actually display question during timer and actually show correct answer when question timer is done. So yeah, guys, and as a reminder here, I'll pull up my oh, I was working in responsive mode. There we go. So when I hit this trivia button, it shows a question and then it counts down for 3 seconds, which I'll actually change that to more like 15 seconds. Then it goes to 5 seconds, and then once that expires, it should, well actually it should do it twice because I think I set it for 2 questions. And then once that goes down all the way, okay, it just keeps counting. And I think it had to do with, and I apologize, I didn't get my VS Code pulled up here. There we go. I kind of think it had to do with this being removed, but it's only being, this question remaining is where we're subtracting one question each time the timer triggers. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Good Kid 4. I really appreciate it. You take care. We'll catch you next time. Catch you on the uppity up. Okay. And guys, the question of the day is hardware actually hard? Is hardware actually hard? Curious to hear your thoughts. All right. So let's see if we can clearly think about this today. Once we hit that start trivia, we're setting an interval. That interval keeps firing over and over again, and all of the code that's inside of here keeps firing every second. So every second, it checks, first of all, is this dot questions remaining greater than 0? And if it is, then go ahead and do this. If it's not, then do this. Now, the problem here, guys, is that when so it checks to see if timer is greater than 0 and it subtracts 1 from the timer. Otherwise, it does this right here. It checks to see, or it toggles this dot in between questions, so that whenever when we are in between questions, so the first time it's going to trigger it and turn it to true or false depending on which one it is, but the first time it'll turn it to true once it gets to this block. It'll check first of all to see if we are in between questions, and it'll do an in between questions segment where it shows the answer. In which case we are setting this dot timer to the off timer. We probably need to subtract one question at that time. And let's see. Oh, I think I know what's happening here. Okay, so you guys saw what was happening there is if I refresh this page, I hit start, it counts it. So this is the first time. So 1, boom, we're in between questions. And you know what? I might just actually just so it's easier to read here. on the timer that I have going off, I will also put we'll do a in between questions. We'll print out in between questions. Otherwise, we'll just print a blank string. Okay, here we go. And let's actually just kind of bump this down so we can keep track of it a little bit better. So we're gonna do 4 seconds for that and 2 seconds for the off timer or the in between questions timer. All right, and guys, again, welcome to the stream. The question of the day is hardware actually hard? Now that's not actually really what the question is. The question of the day is, what project have you guys finished that you are proud of? I'm getting so close to finishing this trivia bot here, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, oh, we actually need to put that. That's fine. It's fine. So right now we're in between questions, guys. So that was one question. So now we're not in between questions, and this is the final question. Now we're in between questions to show off the answer, and then that should have disappeared. And I think the reason why it's not disappearing is because let's see. We need to put another if this dot questions remaining. No, actually, we don't want to do that. We want to set this to is greater than or equal to 0. And what that's going to do here, I think, is that is going to set. Yeah, so let's check it out here. That's basically going to set it to once it hits 0, it shouldn't fire again. So that's question 1. This is question 2. And then let's see. 0 questions remaining. No, that's actually pretty accurate because I think we're gonna count based on. No, we do want it to be greater than 0 because if I say that there's 10 questions, if I say that there's 10 questions that are left, then I just need to do some truth tables. I think is what I need to do. How many of you guys done truth tables before? Going back to the basics. All right, so if it's greater than 0, that's great. We're subtracting 1 once it gets to here, but the problem is that we don't want it to reset because it's maybe we should actually set this to +1. Well, I'm wondering if it's because it does fire one more time. So this should fire. Then we're in between questions. I spelled questions wrong. Okay, so that is not correct. It does need to be 0. And then once it hits 0, we want it to let's see. Oh, actually, here's what we'll do. No. That should still be triggering. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe what we should be doing up here instead is on the active question, VIF active question. And how am I toggling that? Where is active question? This dot active question. Maybe on the timer we just put a oh yeah, that's because we haven't actually filled it out yet. Yeah. So here's what we'll do. We'll do a trivia dot length, and that should solve our problem for now, guys. And we're actually just gonna do this. We'll do a colon space. All right. So if we hit start timer here, once it refreshes, we hit start timer. This should count down 2 times because we are at 2 questions. And then we're in between questions. This should count the second question. So this is the second question. It should do one more in between questions. And then once it hits 0, that should have not restarted. Let's see. I guess we could just do if this dot questions remaining equals 0, return. No, we don't actually want to return. We want to do if it does not equal 0. All right, we'll do that. And that way, because then let's see. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Let's try it one more time, guys. One more time. And how's everybody doing today in the chat? I've been working on trying to sit straight because my back's been hurting. All right, so we're in between questions, and this should turn it off. All right, perfect. Okay, it stayed at 0, and that's fine because I think we're not setting this dot trivia to. Maybe we actually need to do it here. Oh yeah, because on the next interval we're doing that. So just to kind of keep it clean, or it's not actually. This is actually not clean at all. We'll just set that there. I'm gonna bump it down to 1 time so we don't have to watch that whole thing again. And let's go ahead and do it. Three, two, one, and then the final in between questions, which is basically just showing the answers, and then boom. Okay, so we're good there. I also need to just make sure I'm doing this based on the active question, which that should all get solved later. Once I actually, which is the next thing. So let's come over here and we actually check this off. So actually display question during timer. We did that. Now we just need to show the correct answer. So we actually need to swap questions. New question every cycle. That's actually the next thing we need to do before we show the correct answer. All right, we're actually making some pretty good progress here, guys. Once we get that, we're going to style it so that it stays, let's see, it's going to stay at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen, and then I can actually just overlay it, and we can actually test it out. Yeah, we're making progress, guys. Making progress. All right, so the next thing I need to do is I need to swap out active question because that's what we're passing in here. Active question right now is just a data attribute, and I don't think I'm going to actually calculate or compute it all, so I'm not going to put it into computed because I am, let's see. Maybe I should put it in computed. No, because I don't, like, I can't, let's see. I'm wondering if that will work. What do you guys think? Active question is basically a question that is waiting on the start trivia and stuff like that, and it's going to be reactive based on the in-between questions. I don't know if I have the best understanding of what computed is actually used for. I think it's for when you have something that's relying on other reactive properties that are changing. Again, guys, welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you guys joining us today. And I don't have it mentioned, and I might actually, in the description, I don't have it mentioned currently, but I am still doing the challenge where I eat a single warhead for every follow, so just keep that in mind, guys. The other day I ate 15 warheads in one night, which was, yeah, that really hurt. All right, so we're doing active question here. Let's come back over here. Sorry for jumping around a lot. An active question is basically going to be return this dot trivia 0, or this dot, oof, maybe it shouldn't be an active, well, no, it should not be. It does need to be up here. Let's see, because there's no way to actually tell it. It's not really, we're not actually changing. I want to put it in a method probably. So let's see. Um, or maybe we should just do swap active question, increment active question. And we'll actually pass in a number, an integer there. And we will no, because that's not actually incrementing it. That doesn't make sense. Because we actually have to keep track of which one is the active one. How do we want to do that? You know what? Let's just get rid of that for now. We'll just do it the dirty way. Basically down here, when we switch to a new, let's see, in between, when we set the timer again, we want to, new active question. Let's go ahead and do that. So this dot active question equals, and this is where we need to figure out where we were at, based on, let's see, based on questions remaining. So we're gonna actually start out making that null, and then in start trivia, we will set this dot questions remaining equals this dot trivia dot length, which is actually perfect because we're not actually dealing with indexes when we're dealing with the length for questions remaining the way I have it set up, readability wise. And again, guys, I really do appreciate you guys joining us today. Today we're working on a trivia Twitch bot. In case you're new to the stream here, put that down. It's getting a little warm. I have a heating pad on my back. Okay. So we're gonna set this dot active question to this dot questions remaining. That's not gonna, well, we need to basically swap it. So, how do we want to do that? I apologize, guys. I don't have my lo-fi playing here. Go ahead and turn that back on. All right. How do we want to do this? Well, I guess we can take the this dot trivia. This is gonna be messy. Dot length, subtract this dot questions remaining. So if it's on question, if we have 2 questions remaining, that means we're on question 8, which is index. Let's see, 8, 9, 10. It means we have 2. Wait. That's not right. This dot trivia dot length, which is set at 10, for example, and we subtract this dot questions remaining before we see. And this is where we're gonna have to this is why we need to do it at the back end of it. But no, so we're basically doing that, and then we're subtracting 1. So if it was at, let's say that we were on question 10, what we wanted to do is we wanted to go to question 9. We actually want to take literally just let's see, so questions out remaining. So now there's 9, and we want to take the length, which means we're on question 2, so plus 1, I believe. So this dot trivia dot length, which is 10, minus this dot questions remaining, which is 9, after the first question's over, and plus 1. which is back to 10. That's not right. No, I'm sorry. Which is nice. So that's 1 plus 1. That's 2. Which actually, no, we'll just leave this here because we want to grab the index. Let me actually, so I just don't get confused here. Up here, we're going to put a comment saying this is actually the index. Trivia array. There we go. Does that make sense to you guys? All right, so down here, we are setting this dot, let's see, this dot active question. Oh, and this is actually not this dot active question. This is this dot trivia at the spot of that. Okay. Let's see if we can actually get it to swap. So which ancient civilization, and they spelled civilization wrong. That's there. This should swap. The next question, boom. Okay. So the answer, swap to the next question. And I need to actually show a question number here. You know what? It might just be easier just to keep track of question, active question, active question. Actually, no, this is not the actual index. No, this is not the actual. That's not actually the index. Okay, we're gonna set that as null, and then down here, what we'll do, actually right here. So actual this dot active question number equals 1. Okay. And then down here, we will set this dot active question number equals plus. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna increment it. I know we're keeping track of two separate things here, guys. Two separate counter numbers that are going reverse, questions remaining and active question number. But this might make it a little bit easier for us to output rather than having to rely on although that is what we could make a computed property. Let's actually do that. This dot trivia dot length. So we'll do a if this dot trivia dot length else. So we'll make we'll return this dot trivia length minus this dot questions remaining. Otherwise, we'll return null. Okay. Active question number. Make sure there's no errors down here. So let's see. Active question number. Let's actually output that up here, guys. Let's see. Active question number. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we're on active question number 0, which it actually should be 1. Okay, so there's part of the problem. That actually needs to be +1, because by the time that I actually get to that, yeah, this needs to be +1. Remember how I was doing that earlier, but then I realized that I was already subtracting first. So if we hit start, that should say question 1. Yep, so on 1. So let's see. Let's come back up here. Let's just clean this up. Say question 1. And let's put that as a header. What do we got? An H2. I think we're not doing another H2 in the trivia trivia question component, but let's go check it out. We are doing an H3 there, so that is perfectly okay. Perfect. Question 5. Let's see if it actually goes to question 10, then we'll see what happens. Question 6. Question 7. On which mountain? And guys, I'm going to definitely increase the time of these. I'm just doing this for testing purposes. Okay, we're on 9. All right, I'm anticipating problems, so I'm going to open up my console. Guys, that did it. I think we are there, guys. Okay, so now okay, so let's actually go update our Trello real fast. New questions every cycle. Now we need to show the answer. So let's go ahead and actually get rid of this. Okay. This is looking good, and we're gonna do some styling here in a little bit, so hang tight for that. So during the I'm gonna probably clean a lot of this up and change it into methods. A lot of this code here, because I don't really like having like this, whole yucky bit of this. What a tangled web we weave, right? So let's see here, guys. If I show the correct answer, if I do that down here, so let's see. During the off timer, and this is where we need to turn off answering. So that's the second half here. So the first half, like, we're not actually keeping track of answers yet, and that's totally fine. The point is to get this just trivia question just going. So let's see. Show an answer. So we want to wait 2 seconds. If this dot timer equals, maybe we'll do 5 seconds. We don't actually want to show the timer during this time. So during if this in between questions, so we want to appear at the timer. Let's see, where is that timer? I'm just gonna do this here, guys. Timer, because I don't think this should be the H1, but I'm not trying to be completely semantic, so it doesn't really matter that much right now. All right, so we want to do via trivia.length and active question, because the thing is, now if I get rid of this should still work. And we also want to do and not in between questions. We want to hide the timer during the in between questions part. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hide it. And show it again. Yep, that's perfect, guys. All right, so that's question 2. And then we want to just highlight the answer. So what we'll need to do here is we'll need to actually pass another of these in. Show answer equals And we'll want to pass a computed property in here. Yeah, another good use for computed properties. So let's see. Show answer is based on um uh I'm making it a little bit too complicated because I literally could just pass in between questions. But I also kind of wanted to wait a minute. Oh, you know what? We'll just do that through CSS transitions. So instead of we'll just pass in between questions. We'll pass in between questions. Yes, that's great. Fantastic. Let's actually get rid of this computer property. We don't need that. All right, so check it out, guys. During that, we're gonna actually pass in show. Let's see. We need to actually come down here and actually add show answer type. I don't actually know if I need to define these, but and we're gonna initiate it to false. How do I initiate? It's fine because otherwise it'll be false or null, I think. Okay, so show answer, and then what we'll want to do is we want to actually put a class of the answer on there. So we'll do a class equals oops, there we go. Answer we want to check to make sure that this one's the correct answer. So when we're looping through each of those trivia.choices, so if we look down here, oops, start trivia again. So trivia.choices, we'll type so choices right here, and then we want to check the correct answer. If correct answer equals let's see. So choices let's see. Trivia.correct answer equals choice. Oh, looks like I finished the download. I don't know what that's about. Let me check. Oh, that's that game. Oh, that's right. All right, sorry guys. All right, so we're actually rolling pretty quickly here, so this is fantastic. We want to put a class. Let's see. Take a look here. Let's see. Let's refresh. Hit save on that, right? I hit start trivia. Check this out. Actually look at the answer here. So we know which one the answer is based on what it says right there. So when the next one comes, it throws a different answer on. Okay. So, let's see. Let's put a class equals and let's actually make this answer let's see, visible answer. Actually, I like doing hyphens, but the problem is you can't do hyphens in I guess you can. Visible hyphen or visible hyphen visible hyphen visible dash hyphen visible answer, and we will put that, set that to oopsies, there we go. We'll set that to show answer. So now it should show the answer during the time that it is available. So let's take a look here again, guys. Let's hit start. Let's go over here and look at this. So let's see. Now it should have added the class called show answer. Let's see, where is it adding that? Visible answer right there. Now during that time, it's not visible. So, all right, that's perfect, guys. We are making progress here. I'm going to show you how this is all going to work together here in a second. Let's add a script, or not a script, a style tag. Lang equals SCSS. Okay. Let's check it out here, guys. Check it out. Check out what we're going to do here. We're going to do dot answer. And we're going to, before we do that, we are going to do dot visible answer. All right. And inside of that, when visible answer is visible, we're going to add a, first we're going to do a, this is messy. There we go. First, we're going to add a class or a, we're going to highlight the answer. So we're going to turn it green. And the rest of the LIs, we're going to make red. Color red, color green. Keep it simple. Yes, keep it simple, stupid. Okay, here we go. Only during visible answer, though. Boom. Okay, so let's actually restart this. Refresh it. Let's hit start trivia. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that automatically throws it on there, and that's great. That's fantastic. However, we can do better, guys. We can definitely do better. Let's add a transition of, we'll add 2 seconds ease in or ease out. 2 seconds ease out, and we'll do color. Let's try it. Check it out. Start trivia. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. Boom. Shows the answer. Of course, part of the problem is that that's 2 seconds and the other thing is 2 seconds long. So you technically only have 1 second to actually read it once it finishes the animation. But we'll figure that out in a second. Okay. So let's go ahead and style some of these things here a little bit. Let's do a font weight bold. Yeah, let's do font weight bold. Let's do font size 2 rem. All right. Okay, and that is not what we want to do. So under LIs, we want to actually put that. Okay. Now that we have that working, guys, let's actually go back over here and let's change the timers, which are down here, I believe. No. They're up here somewhere at the top. Yes. Let's change these timers to 10 seconds. Let's get a good feel for it. Let's change that to 7 seconds. So overall, it's going to be 17 seconds. I kind of feel like that might be a little bit too long, but let's see. Let's try it again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, that feels pretty good. If they haven't gotten their answer in by then they're not going to answer. Maybe we need to bump that down, I think, to maybe 5 seconds. That feels pretty good. And then we're also, once we start keeping track of answers, we will also implement a scoreboard. So yeah, let's see. And guys, what we can actually do here is, now that I'm seeing this, we'll do let's actually just indent this so that it's a little easier to read, because next we'll do a span. We'll do a VIF on it. In between questions, and we will actually get rid of this right there. And inside of this in between questions span, I'll do next question in, and that way we can just kind of Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's try it again. 7654. So which actor has featured in films including Atonement and Love Actually? I have no clue. I don't really know actors super great. Yeah, that's probably what I would guess. Next question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is perfect. This is perfect, guys. Alrighty. So let's actually bump the okay, so here's the problem, guys. I don't actually have a design comp for this. Let's actually go make one. I don't know if this is going to switch yet, but let's see. I might be able to switch it over. Let's see, guys. For some reason that is not showing up. It's like the Minecraft villagers. All right, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna worry about that right now. We will come back to XD later, and probably what I'm gonna do is on the next stream I'll probably come up with a design. So we've got 2 more phases to this, and we really are like 95% of the way there. So we're showing the actual correct answer. The next thing we need to do is, let's see, gather correct tally score, style questions on a separate page. So guys, the next thing we need to do here is design comp it. Okay, so we'll do that in the next stream. We're gonna create a design for it. We're using XD. And you know what, guys, because it's so ugly, we can go ahead and hide the trivia at the bottom there. I wonder what happens if you hit start trivia while it's in the middle. Whoa! It is setting multiple timers. Check it out. I bet I can make it go super fast. Look at that. Okay, that's a bug. We'll need to get that figured out. Let's go ahead and I'm not doing a super great job of tracking bugs if you haven't noticed, but bug. Let's call it multiple stacked trivia games. Clear interval if new game has started, which I don't foresee this being a problem because we're going to keep track in the Vuex store. Actually, I'll put that down here. Vuex store trivia state if trivia game has already started. Don't start another one. And that'll be solved. That bug will be solved once we solve that. So all right, guys, I think we're gonna close it out here. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I had a blast, and I think I actually got a lot done. I felt much better about today, getting stuff done today. It just felt good. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why. I don't like how it formats it this way sometimes. All right. Yeah, I felt pretty good overall about it. I mean, obviously we need to come up with a design for this, so that we can actually print it out over top of the page. Because guys, you'll think this is kind of cool, but check this out. So if I went in here, and bear with me here, guys, I'm just gonna give you a demo of what this is gonna look like. Copy the URL. Come back down to alerts, and I apologize, we're jumping around screens quite a bit here. Let's go ahead and add another browser source. We'll call it trivia. I apologize for the, yep, we're just doing straight up OBS stuff here. Let's go ahead and set it to 1920 by 1080. 1080. Okay. Boom. All right, guys, so watch this. If I go interact with it and I click that little start button there, check it out. Now, obviously, this looks like crap right now because there literally is no design. There's no design yet, and I plan to have a design. It'll probably help me think through a couple more of the the things the way we want to put them. But yeah, and I know that's really small to read, so I apologize. I again with the design, we will come up with a really cool, slick looking design. Probably have it put across the bottom of the screen. But yeah, that is the gist of what we're gonna do. Um, it's probably gonna go down here somewhere in the like along the bottom. Um, but yeah, I'm getting really excited about this, guys. I'm getting really excited because, guys, what this enables us to do is it enables to create a scene that I can basically trigger when I am not when I am not in front of my computer or whatever. So while you guys are waiting for me to come and start the stream, or if I need to take a break, or honestly, even during the middle of a stream, somebody can toggle it and we'll come up with a good design so it looks good. We'll get it down at the bottom down there. We already have most of this going here with implementing keeping track of basically who, and I apologize. I think I just need to just let it run out. That's question 5, so let's just go ahead and toggle that off here, guys. But yeah, over here I have most of this working. So up here under answer, I need to basically check, and I'm just writing a note for myself here, but I basically need to check if answer is correct. And store answer. Check if his answer is correct. I need to get into the habit of using better documentation stuff. But so first we're gonna check if answer is correct. Check if answer if user has already answered. Overwrite if so, and then else store. And we'll actually just indent these because actually we'll want to store, well, yeah, we'll have to think through how we want to do a scoreboard, because we will actually add a trivia scores. Yeah. We'll just call it scores for now. And we'll also add a my score. Yeah, we'll do a my score. So check it out. We'll do a my score, we'll do a scores. I would really love to get an interface for inputting these different commands and stuff. And having, but I need to get a database hooked up for that first. So we will probably get to that, or I could just have it in a JSON file for now, but okay. The problem with JSON is that we can't save this unless we do an eval. JSON save function. I don't think we can. There's no way to do it. You have to do an eval, I'm pretty sure. Although I guess we could do it like this when we parse it. That's kind of yeah. And guys, we're also gonna have to think through, because I know I trust you guys, but at the same time, I don't trust people that I don't know, and some of you I don't know. So, you know, whatever. But I want to make sure I'm just gonna double check through this stuff and make sure that based on what we put in. So like if they put this in, it is escaped. So meaning you can't just like go outside of it. So basically it takes this string, and if you did some kind of JavaScript outside of that, I just want to make sure that we don't allow people to hack our bot, basically. Which I think this is pretty safe so far. Template literals. but we still may need to sanitize input. Let's see. And guys, again, we're gonna tie up here. I'm just looking at this one question real fast. Our ES6 template. Let's see. Yeah, because we're not doing an eval. Yeah. So I think we're pretty safe. I think we're pretty safe. All right, guys. Well, again, thanks for joining the stream. We will jump off here and we will see you guys next time. Until next time, take care. Yeah, okay.